Good morning, everybody, and greetings. Apologies that I couldn't be there in person, but actually very topical for what I'm going to talk about today is global innovation and the rapid change that's happening in our industry. And I'm actually in Singapore at the largest fintech festival in the world. Last year they had 45,000 people, and we learned so much from the innovators, those actually doing transformation in mortgage lending, and we had to go back again this year. So I guess, what is happening in our industry and around the world in lending, brokers, and in the entire market. I guess one of the biggest things to recognize is that we live in the age of the customer, where, as we all know, we no longer compare businesses to competitors down the road, but to global brands that are delivering seamless and relevant experiences and make our lives easier. Brands like Uber, with a touch of a button, car turns up. Amazon, it's just seamless. I can buy my book, it just comes through. And these brands are showing us they know us, they're rewarding us for their business, and they're transforming our expectations. And that's now the expectations that business across every vertical has to work with. And it's only possible with technology and data. And if you think I'm a bit biased because I have a data company and a technology company, you only have to look at the most valuable businesses in the world, and they're all built around platforms and technology and data. They're no longer things, they're no longer oil. So you've got Google, Facebook, Amazon, all actually leveraging technology and data to solve customer problems. And that is the way of the future. In our industry, there's new paradigms that are being set around the age of the customer about doing things faster, but at the same time, there's more and more complexity, more and more data that's happening. And so that's driving a friction, because if you think about what's happening with lenders, it's particularly over in Australia with Royal Commission Inquiry and globally, there's this need for detail, best practice, more complexity, anti-money laundering. There's more and more the lenders have to do. At the same time, as consumers, we want things faster and we want it quicker and we want it more easy. And so that's actually creating new partnerships and new ways of working to solve this friction. Some of the ones that we're seeing is a recognition from large brands that actually disruption is happening and we have to do things about it. So we're seeing brands like Ant Financial actually white labeling their platform, allowing banks to get there faster, and significant investment from every sector in this. And so I guess it's understanding that nothing is standing still and change is happening right now. And so how do we, as brokers, as lenders, as financial advisors, actually recognize these shifts and really evolve with them? Well, there's three top tips, I guess, that, talking about the lenders that we're seeing that are doing well, the businesses that we're seeing that are doing well. The first is you have to leverage the things that help you go faster. Your customer expects you to go faster. You can't do it without leveraging these things. And there's three things. And I'm not going to start with data and technology, as you probably think I'm going to. The first is actually people and a purpose and a mindset. What is it you do? What is your purpose as advisors, and why do you do that? And it's actually bringing your whole team across this innovative thinking and recognition around transformation and customer centricity. Very much classic Simon Sinek around a purpose. So you have to, in today's world, to succeed, you have to have a passion for transformation and a passion for change, to embrace it and recognize technology and data are going to be the enablers, but people are going to be what makes it happen. And so it is a mindset. Everything is about people, and change is uncomfortable. But you have to have that attitude to actually recognize we are changing. What we did yesterday, last week, last month, last year is not going to get us where we need to be tomorrow or next year, or we're not going to be relevant. So it's actually embracing that. It's then actually embracing data. So it's not just about data. Everyone thinks, oh, I've got my data and I've got my data. That's my asset. I'm not sharing this data and I don't want anyone to capture this data. And that's an old way of thinking. Data has no value unless you turn it into actionable insights and answer the so what and do something with this data. And so we're seeing the innovators, and particularly across the lending industry, are those that are actually sharing and having this seamless flow of information to make it easier for the customer. And most importantly, though, you can't do that without thinking about trust and transparency. So this is going to continue to be a massive trend that we have to recognize, and we have to front foot that if you are capturing data, if you're holding data, it doesn't matter how big or small your business is, you have to actually front foot this and actually be best practice around this and recognize that your customers have that expectation. And we're seeing that more and more we're going to see that awareness of customers that actually data, I own my data and I'm going to share it with whoever's going to create create value for me. For example, I'm happy that Uber knows where I am, otherwise they won't know where to come and collect me. But if I'm walking past McDonald's and Uber says, oh, want to buy a cheeseburger, special today for you, then I go, well, hang on, that is not what I signed up for, and I'm going to actually unsubscribe. Then the third thing is harnessing technology. So I'm not saying technology for technology's sake. So everyone's talking about innovation, disruption, transformation. We know we need to do these things, but actually it's about harnessing technology and leveraging what will help you go faster. So there's a distinct move from pipes to platforms, to connectivity, to actually saying it's no longer just about sending something to somebody and getting something back. It's about an interconnectivity that changes the game. And we're seeing this globally. For example, Alibaba and what they've done with their connectivity. With every single global, last year I was speaking at Money 2020, and Grab, it's like our Uber, was saying, actually, we recognize our drivers need insurance. Now I've got insurance. We recognize our drivers need microloans. Now we've got microloans. We recognize actually the more value we can create for our customers and the more through partnership, the better we'll be. And so the founder of Grab, who's this multi-billion-dollar business, is going, we want to partner, we want to innovate. Come and see me in the break, and here's my email, and here's my Twitter handle, and come and see me. And that is a different way of thinking, of actually embracing openness to partnership and collaboration, because none of us will get there alone. There's so much happening if you think about the complexity of technology and data. And if you think you're going to innovate in isolation, you're never going to get there. One of the best examples we've seen globally, and we have the privilege of working with phenomenal innovative brands, is DBS's ambition to be the Gandalf in banking. And the Gandalf is Google, so the open platform of Google, Amazon, the connectivity of Amazon, and the seamless user journey of customer centricity. The N of Netflix, so actually being data-driven. The D stands for DBS, and they said it used to stand for dead bloody slow, and now they're so innovative. The A for Apple stands for intuitive design, and everything has to be thought about. Actually, everything we're designing is for people. We're using data and technology, but it's for people. The L stands for LinkedIn, and they're all about interactive communities and the Facebook and ongoing learning. And the F for Facebook is also around connectivity of consumers. So I guess, when you think about all this complexity and what it means for the future, it's actually recognizing change is happening right now, and it's a race. It's going to continue to evolve, and we have to break down the silos, remove this competitive tension, and focus only on the customer. And to do that, it's really about actually looking at how do we collaborate and thinking about collaborative innovation, connected platforms, and partnership. And so excited for what your event today. By you actually being here, that shows your intention to keep learning. None of us is finished, no matter what we're doing. And also your attitude to continue to innovate. And the biggest message I'd like to leave you with is you cannot innovate in isolation. We have to collaborate. There's global competitors that are bigger, and anyone that succeeded significantly, whether it's WeChat, who's got thousands of partners, whether it's Apple with their Apple Store, changing the way we listen to music, changing the way we consume product. There's so many great examples. In the lending industry, we have to think about that. We have to think about leveraging people with the right purpose, harnessing technology, and using insightful data to deliver customer centricity so that we're the businesses of tomorrow. Thank you.